Listen, do you hear it? The forest is breathing. It is a slow, steady breath. Leaves rustle in a soft whisper. High above, a single drop of water lets go. It falls through the green light. It lands on a wide leaf with a quiet tap. Far away, a bird calls out. It is a single clear note in the vast green space. The air is warm and heavy. It feels damp on your skin. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a slow breath in. Feel the quiet settle around you. This is the rainforest. Now be very still. Look up into the canopy. Mist clings to the leaves. There, a flash of impossible green. It is the resplendent Quetzal. This bird is a living jewel. Its feathers are an iridescent emerald green. They shimmer and change with the light. Deep forest green, brilliant turquoise. Its chest is a soft, vibrant crimson, like a single perfect flower blooming against the green. The male is known for his tail, two long, impossibly delicate feathers that can be 3 feet long. They float in the air like green ribbons when he flies. A soft and silent dance. The Quetzal is a shy bird, preferring the cool, damp air of the cloud forest, blending with mossy branches and broad leaves. It has a soft, low call, a gentle cooing sound that rises and falls. Not loud or demanding, but part of the forest's quiet breathing. It loves the small, round fruits of wild avocados, swallowing them whole and spitting out the seed. A gardener of the canopy. Suddenly, the forest's mood changes. A new sound arrives, a rolling croaking call like a tree frog with a very loud voice. It sounds like rrr, rip, rrr, rip. Look there, on that branch heavy with fruit. It is the Keel-billed Toucan, a celebration of color. Its body is mostly black. Its face and chest are a brilliant sunny yellow. The most amazing part, its beak. Enormous, almost as long as the body. Painted like a rainbow, green, light blue, orange, yellow. It looks too big and heavy, but it's not. Mostly hollow, light bone and keratin. The toucan is social. You will often see them in small flocks, hopping, chasing through the trees, playful and full of character. They reach for fruit on delicate branches, toss it into the air, and catch it with a deft tilt of the head. Not graceful in flight, heavy flaps, then a short glide, whoosh, whoosh. Despite bright colors, they can be hard to see high in the canopy. Sunlit patches break up their outline. Their croak carries far. Watch one sit and turn its head, showing off its magnificent bill. Gentle preens, playful bill clacks. With a toucan near, the forest feels brighter, a splash of brilliant color. Listen closely. Can you hear that? It is not an insect. It is a low, intense hum. A tiny shape darts into view, then stops, suspended in midair. It is a hummingbird, one of the smallest birds, a tiny jewel. In shade they look plain, then a ray of sun hits and they explode into color. Bright metallic green, fiery ruby red, deep violet blue. Its wings beat so fast they blur, up to 80 times per second. It can hover perfectly still, fly forwards, backwards, sideways, even upside down. Helicopter precise, moving flower to flower. A long, thin beak and even longer tongue sip deep nectar. Hundreds of flowers each day. The sound is as unique as its flight. Wing beats hum and buzz. Tiny chirps and squeaks like sparks in the air. You might hear it before you see it. Two hummingbirds can spiral into dizzying chases. Tiny but fierce, brave little warriors of the air. Watch one hover, body still, wings a halo. The gorget flashes as light catches the throat feathers. Impossible speed, delicate beauty. In a forest of giants, wonder comes in the smallest packages. Tiny, whirring, shimmering. A heart racing, a tiny engine that pollinates and keeps the forest in bloom. Let us move to the water's edge, where the forest meets a slow-moving river. Here, in low, leafy trees, lives a very strange bird, the Hoatzin. about the size of a chicken with a messy, spiky crest. A bare, bright blue face, crimson eyes, feathers of brown, black, and cream. It is clumsy and awkward, clambering through branches. The Hoatzin is sometimes called the stink bird. It eats leaves and only leaves. A large crop ferments tough plant matter, a musky odor, distinctive in the air around their trees. Their call is a series of hoarse grunts, groans, and hisses. Hoatzin chicks are born with 2 small claws on each wing. If threatened by a snake or a monkey, they can drop into the water below. They swim to escape, then climb back up using their wing claws, a glimpse into an ancient reptilian past. They move slowly and deliberately, noisy and social. Not strong flyers, short distances with heavy wing beats. They prefer to climb. A true rainforest original, a living fossil. Survival here is sometimes a clever, unique way of living. Look up. High in the tallest trees, the forest puts on its most spectacular show. A flash of brilliant scarlet, a streak of dazzling sapphire blue, a pair of scarlet macaws, large, powerful, breathtakingly colorful, fiery red bodies, wings of sunny yellow and deep blue, long tail feathers trailing like banners, kings and queens of the canopy. Macaws are rarely quiet. Their loud, guttural squawks carry for miles, keeping partners and flocks in touch across the forest. When a flock rises together, the sound is overwhelming. The wild, untamed voice of the rainforest, a chorus that fills the sky. Highly intelligent and social, they often mate for life. You almost always see them in pairs, preening and beaking to strengthen their bond. Their formidable beaks are incredibly strong, cracking the hardest nuts and seeds, a loud crack echoing from high branches. Strong, steady wing beats, long tails streaming. Against deep green and bright blue, their colors are electric, a living, flying rainbow. At clay licks, they eat clay to neutralize toxins. A vibrant, noisy party of red, blue, and yellow against the brown earth. The macaw is the vibrant soul of the rainforest, a bold and beautiful declaration of life. Let us bring our attention down, away from the bright canopy. Look to the forest floor, into the deep shadows of the understory. Here, life is quieter, more subtle. The light is dim, the air is still. A small, patient bird makes its living here. The Antbird. Dressed in simple browns, grays, blacks, blending with leaf litter and dark trunks, birds of the shadow. Antbirds do not eat the ants. They follow massive columns that flush out prey, insects, spiders, frogs, lizards. Perched just above the action, the antbird watches, then a quick dart, a snatch, and back to its perch. Some are professional ant followers, depending completely on the ants, learning their schedule and marching routes. Their calls, short chips, soft descending whistles, enough to keep in touch in the dim light. To find an antbird, find the ants, the faint rustle of millions of tiny feet, frantic movements of other insects. A quiet story of patience, strategy, and survival in the shadows. The rainforest has its own rhythm, a rhythm of water, a rhythm of light. Morning begins as a soft gray glow. Then the first rays arrive as golden shafts, illuminating the mist and making wet leaves sparkle. This is when the forest is loudest. Macaws screech, toucans croak, and 1,000 smaller birds add their voices. As the sun climbs, heat builds. The air grows heavy. By midday, a quiet settles. Birds rest in shade. The chorus fades to a softer hum. Then the sky darkens. Clouds gather. The first drops begin. A few taps on the leaves. It grows into a steady drumming. Soon the rain becomes the whole world, cleansing, life-giving. The smell of wet earth rises. Some birds fall silent. Others, like the tinamou, sing mournful whistles in the rain. Water runs, forms new streams, fills pools. The forest drinks it in. After the rain, the world is fresh and new. Air clean and cool. Colors brighter and more vibrant. Birds emerge, preen wet feathers, and call softly. Sunlight catches a million droplets, turning the forest into a palace of glittering jewels. Sun, heat, rain, renewal, the ancient rhythm shaping all the birds that call this home. The light is fading now. The gold is turning to a soft, dusky purple. The day is coming to a close. Daybirds grow softer, finding their roosts among high leaves. The macaw's loud calls become a gentle chatter. A toucan croaks once. A hummingbird takes a final sip and disappears into the gloom. The air cools. Vibrant greens melt into deep shadows. But the forest is never truly silent. As one choir ends, another begins. Listen, a deep, booming owl, a nightjar's strange churring hum. The sounds of the night are lower, more mysterious, spaced further apart, a world that hunts and moves in darkness. Remember the colors, the impossible green of the quetzal, the rainbow beak of the toucan, the fiery red of the macaw. Remember the sounds, the tiny hum, the loud squawk, the soft whistle. Remember the warm, damp air on your skin. Remember light filtering through giant leaves. This world of birds is a treasure, a symphony of color, sound, and life. Carry this piece with you. When your world feels too fast or too loud, close your eyes. Take a slow breath. Return here in your mind. Hear the soft drip of water. See a flash of blue and yellow. Feel the forest's calm rhythm. Listen, the forest is still breathing, and its song plays on.